Please subscribe and like this video to see more crafting content. Today I'm going to make a tote bag with my Silhouette Cameo. The materials you'll need are heat transfer vinyl, known as HTV. For this I'm using white Sizer Easy Weed vinyl, a heat protectant mat. You could also use a thick towel or an ironing board, and a heat-resistant Teflon sheet. I am also using my Cricut Easy Press 2, but an iron would work as well. The tote bag I'm using I got from totebagfactory.com, and it's recycled canvas. For this project I'm using my Silhouette Cameo 4 and the Silhouette Studio design program. You could also use your Cricut 2, the same rules apply. So I brought my design in here and I made it 10 inches wide. My tote bag is 14 inches wide, so I wanted to have 2 inches buffer on either side of the design. No matter what program you're using, you want to use the heat transfer vinyl cut setting. You want to make sure that the image you're using is only one color and that the lines are cut, not the background. The big thing to remember when using HTV is you want your design mirrored. With the way that the vinyl is, you're weeding it backwards almost. So when you go to hit send, it's going to ask you if you want it mirrored. Say yes. With HTV, it's important to know that the shiny side faces down. This may seem confusing at first, but one side is specifically shinier than the other. For this project, I'm not using a cutting mat, but the built-in roll feeder. This way, I don't have to measure and cut the vinyl beforehand. So I'm going to insert my roll with the shiny side facing down. So that shiny part is the carrier sheet, which is what comes in contact with your heat source. And the back side of it is sticky, but the vinyl you weed from it is not sticky. Now I'm going to let the machine do its cuts. When it's done, I'm going to have to trim the design from the rest of the blank roll. Now that it's weeding time, I'm using my handy-dandy Cricut weeding tools. The first thing I like to do is get all of the negative space vinyl weeded out first. If you're unfamiliar with HTV, it's the exact opposite of a regular adhesive vinyl. The clear carrier sheet is super sticky, and the actual vinyl is not sticky at all. In fact, it's more of like a window cling material, and it's staticky and it gets everywhere, and it's kind of a pain to work with. To help this, sometimes I put a piece of painter's tape with the sticky side up on the back of my left hand. Then with my weeding tool, I put the vinyl fragments onto the tape so they don't get away. Now that my vinyl is complete, I'm going to put my Easy Press to 305 degrees and put the timer on for 30 seconds. While that's heating up, I'm going to lay down my heat mat or a thick towel or ironing board and lay my tote bag flat on the mat. You'll want to iron out your bag for a few seconds to get any wrinkles out. With the sticky side down, you'll want to center your design on your bag. You may want to measure it out for accuracy, or you can eyeball it too. Sometimes it helps to fold and crease your design down the middle, making sure that the sticky side is out so that you have a center line to work with. Now grab your heat press and put it on top of your design. It is important to use a lot of pressure on your heat press. You'll want to repeat this process about 2 to 3 times. When that's done, you're going to want to give it a few seconds to cool off and slowly peel back the carrier sheet. If any of the vinyl starts to come up with the carrier sheet, then try pressing it for 30-second intervals until it stays in place. When the carrier sheet is off, add your Teflon sheet on top of the design and press for another 30 seconds. It is important to use physical pressure with this so that the adhesive in the vinyl fuses with the fiber in the material. When completed, you'll want to see the texture of the material through the vinyl. Thanks for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions down below. Please subscribe and like this video to see more crafting content. Check out our shop to see stickers, magnets, decals, ornaments, customs, and more.